Greetings and beyond the new. My name is Omni, and welcome to a new series called "What If Deku Had a Dinosaur King Quirk?" Now, if you don't know what a dinosaur king quirk is, it's basically him being able to do what the main characters from the anime Dinosaur King comes out on, but with a few twists. It's usually items. I'm doing something different. Okay, we start at the age where Deku first stands up to Bakugo, protecting Ochaka from being bullied because he finds her quirk useless, pointless, and very, very, infinitely very stupid. Because of the drawback of her quirk. But Deku is not alone in protecting her. He stands up to Kacchan saying, "Kacchan, why are you being so mean?" Kid Deku would say. Then Katsuki gives his whole spiel, and while he's giving him the spiel, his adopted brother, named Rex Midoriya. Yeah, if you've seen the series, then yeah, he's a carbon copy of Rex from the Dinosaur King anime. However, his left eye is the same color that Deku is, while his right eye is the same color as Ochaka's heterochromatic eyes, if I remember correctly. Anywho, and he'll have brown hair with naturally occurring green highlights. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Deku is still quirkless in this. His brother's quirk, which I will explain at the start of the actual anime, on why it's like that. His is absolute gravity control. In other words, he can make anything take away gravity or make the gravity. He can control like the gravity chamber that Bulma created in Dragon Ball Z, and that Vegeta uses throughout the anime and Super to train. Okay, so anywho, he helps Rex helps Ochaka, and while this was all happening, Deku had just gotten beaten up, and Bakugo and his cronies left because his cronies didn't want Rex to use his quirk on them. They still have bruises from the last time that they did that, which is when Katsuki fell off of the log in the forest. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, this is where the three of them become inseparable. Deku, Rex, and Ochaka. Now, for the love interests, for Deku will be Ochaka, because I'm completely and totally saying that should be the pairing in the anime, but I won't give out any spoilers if you haven't seen or read the final volume of the manga. Anywho, now we skip to when they are 10 years old. Okay, so Deku's father is in this, along with his mother. She's a housewife, while his dad is an archaeologist. because he really loved dinosaurs more than heroes. So that's why he decided to become an archaeologist. Anyway, one night, Deku, Rex, and Ochaka have a dream about the dinosaurs calling to them, asking for help from extinction, from becoming extinct, or that's what the Rex's biological parents think. I think it was from being from having the 7 Cosmos Stones reunited by the Spectral Pirates. Anyway, if you haven't seen the series, I suggest you watch it. Watch it from season 1 to season 2. Fully. Okay, because it's a really good anime, biases aside of my love of dinosaurs. Which is one of the reasons why I'm making this what if. Anywho, then they all wake up, call each other, talk about the dream, and they all realize that they have the same dream. And then they go out to the forest where Deku and Rex used to play with Bakugo and his cronies. I'm gonna say minions instead, because he has a very narrow and somewhat villainous outlook on others. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, now that outlook will work good in a video game, but that's their reality. Well, you gotta treat people better than how, just like how you would want to be treated. That's the motto for my high school, Marana High School. Anywho, and I say it's a pretty good thing to say. So yeah, anywho, they go into the forest. 3 stones with 3 cards are in a capsule that looks like an egg crash. The one Deku uses is crashes into a tree. The one Rex uses crashes into a rock, and Ochaka's crashes into, let's see, it crashes into, into the same stream Bakugo falls in. So yeah. Anywho, let's get back into the video. They find them. All 3 of them bring the capsules, thinking that they're weird-looking meteorites, but then they manage to open them, which isn't all that easy to do. Which is easy to do, as easy as it's twice as hard to open one of those plastic Easter eggs. So yeah. Anywho, sorry, needed to clear my throat. Okay, now let's see. Okay, Deku finds a stone with a lightning symbol on it, and a Triceratops card. In the one Rex has is a stone with a wind symbol. A little bit different from the airbender symbol from Avatar, just a little. Looking more like will-o-wisps. Yes, but still air symbol. Okay. And in Ochaka's, it's the symbol of curling petals of grass, like they're flowing in the wind. Now the stones, they're all brown, light beige. Is in this one. The color of their respective ones for Deku's, it's yellow. Yellow lightning bolt. Rex's light whitish blue wind. And Ochaka is forest green. No, wait, no. Yeah, forest green. Okay. Actually, no. It's somewhat a bit darker than seafoam green. Yeah, a little bit darker than seafoam green. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, and in the capsules also for Rex and Ochaka. There's a card with for Rex. It's a Carnotaurus card. And for Ochaka, it's a Parasaurolophus. Yes. So yeah, and the cards have the picture of the dinosaurs, while the back part of the card has the same symbol on their stones. Then that's when the stones glow and then turn into balls of energy and merge with their bodies. Bodies. And this alerts Ezu, because he's always trying to be vigilant for villains. Then he sends a drone to spy on the three kids. Because he always has drones patrolling remote areas, and the nearest drone was only like a minute away. So it went and keeps spying on them. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and then the three of them start to glow. Resonating the same energy as when the stones fused with them. So yeah. Anywho, then they hear the dinosaurs call to them, but it's in their minds. So Nezu can't hear it, but he's registering the energy and says to himself, "Interesting, very interesting. My analytical mind as well as my animal instincts say I should keep a close eye on these three." Then Deku accidentally says Triceratops roar, which summons out Chomp in his full form, which he will still be named Chomp. The three freak out. Nezu freaks out a little, but then composes himself. And then let's see. Then he thinks it should go back into the card. It does. Then he tries it again, but this time it comes out in his chibi form, which makes him look like a baby Triceratops, but I prefer to call it... Sorry about that. I prefer to call it chibi form. So, yeah. Anywho... Well, baby chibi form, to be more precise. Yeah, I think that's better. Because if anyone decides to make a chibi, they could say baby chibi and adult chibi. Okay. Or just mini chibi. Okay. Anywho, let's get back into the video. Okay, so yeah. Then what happens in Dinosaur King Canon? Chomps him on the head after he bows to try and pick up the cute and adorable baby chibi Chomp. Then he decides to keep it and calls it Chomp. Then Ochaka and Rex do the same thing. First they appear in their full form and then their baby chibi form. Now let's see. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, Rex still calls the Carnotaurus Ace, and Ochaka still calls Parasaurolophus Paris for short. Alright, now Rex and a little backstory. When a week after baby Deku was born, he is taken to a museum by his mom and dad, and so his dad can introduce him and explains and tries to get him to love dinosaurs as much as he does. Okay, so yeah, anywho, that's when a portal opens up in an exhibit. Baby Rex's pod comes out, and they're the only ones there in the display. Hey? So yeah, they decide to adopt Baby Rex. And the two babies are instantly best friends. They just sense something about each other that they really like. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, now we go back to the present. Max is, I mean, Deku slash Max's, sorry, Deku slash Rex's dad. Well, for Rex, his adoptive dad, because they couldn't find his actual parents. Because I'll say what they are when before they start the 10 months of training in canon. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, let's get back into the video. Let's see. Oh yeah, they explain now Rex and Deku and his parents don't live in an apartment. They live in a house that's basically an hour's walk away from the entrance to the forest where this all happened first. Okay, so yeah. Because he's a very successful, very influential archaeologist and scientist. More specifically on dinosaur science, but still. Anywho, that's when they explain what happened. Then they go out into the backyard in a secluded area. So, actually, and Inko is also there to see. They first show them their full forms and then their baby chibi form. Then they, but also, Ochaka's parents are also visiting because they have a surprise for Ochaka. They're all shocked at this, and then the three ask, "Can we please keep them?" Giving them the puppy dog pout, or the puppy dog eyes, or the look. The puppy dog pout, I would say, I first saw from Kim Possible. The look from the series Johnny Test. Anywho, let's get back into the video. They the parents say just as long as you don't get into too much trouble with them and keep them safe and out of the public eye. Which, if you've seen the anime, during these 4 years before the start of the anime, which will be following season 1. So we do a time skip to the day when the career test begins, and during that time, they meet the Alpha Gang, Ed, Xander, and Ursula, who are quirkless. Their boss, Os, who is a descendant of Mei Hatsume, a while Ursula. Oh wait, no. Ah, too much of a spoiler, I guess. Slip of the tongue. Yeah, the Alpha Gang is from the future, about 250 years into the future. So, yeah. Anywho, the events of season 1 play out the same. Aim all the way till when they were supposed to leave, but they couldn't leave because, well, they left. Well, they couldn't leave because the stones showed them an image, told them the real reason why they asked for help was to keep the cosmos stones apart. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, that happens. So yeah. Yeah, but they still use the time machine on the ground though to repair everything that was destroyed during season 1 around the world. Hold. Oh, and for Rex, his love interest is actually Laura, because he might have been born when she was 10, but now they traveled to the time where he is 10, so they're the same age. Anywho, then they reveal that they're from the future, and that Rex, his mom and dad are descendants of Deku, but not telling who he marries. They now actually they do reveal it. Deku and Ochaka blush at this, saying, "We're just friends," in unison. Anywho, then Rex's biological parents give them a cheeky grin. "Oh, give it time," they say in unison, which makes steam the Deku and Ochaka blush even harder, and steam coming out of their ears. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so Dr. Z is a descendant of Mei Hatsume. Ursula is a descendant of let's see. Who was it? Uh is a descendant of Jiro and Kaminari. Ed is a descendant of Shinso. Xander is a descendant of, let's see, and they all the Alpha Gang members look exactly like they do in canon. So yeah, he's a descendant of no, wait, no, it's oh yeah, their teacher Aizawa in canon. And so yeah, I mean, My Hero Academia. Anywho, as for or Rod and Laura, they're actually the children of the fourth child he opted, which is also the four children is Rod and Laura's father, along with Ursula, Ed, and Xander. While he's a descendant uh, let's see. Oh yeah, he's the descendant of the guy from the licensing exam that tried to shake everyone's hand with the earth manipulation quirk. And their mother is a descendant of, let's see, oh, Midnight. Night. Let's just say her has been magnified to where, but she is also a descendant of someone who was related to the one of the quirks used in One for All, the smokescreen quirk. Eric. Oh wait, no. Their Rod and Laura's dad is actually a descendant of President Mike. His quirk is called sound manipulation. Midnight's descendants quirk is called hormone smoke. I mean, no, wait, no, not hormone smoke. I meant pheromone smoke. Dr. Z has a improved version of Mei Hatsume, but it also has a downside of kind of lowering his intelligence a little, meaning that he has to continually study to keep up his IQ to a respectable level. And he's also the CEO of the future corporation that May created, her support company. Rod Rod's quirk is it's called song stat, which allows him to increase the stats of by by to those he wants to by singing. While Laura's quirk, it's like her mother's, but not only can she use control pheromones with smoke, but with sound as well. Oh, to disrupt or improve any hormones over a long range. Okay, and then there's Seth. He's a descendant of Momo and Todoroki because, for obvious reasons, I just really like the coupling of them. Anywho, he's also the young CEO of the Yaoyorozu company. He has a more powerful creation quirk. He can do everything Momo can and create the stuff, inorganic materials from his lipids, but he can also create fictional oh, oh, metals such as the stuff that coats Wolverine's skeleton, vibranium, and magical metals from like fantasy or isekai animes. And he's a bit of an otaku for Marvel and anything in fantasy slash isekai related. Okay, and they also, while Deku can also use the four special dinosaurs. The T-Rex looking one he named in Crusher, sure. Who was all four of them are also very protective of Deku. Deku? well, because he managed to make sure Dr. Z doesn't do anything else stupid to them. And then there's the headbutt dinosaur named Thrasher, the Veracinosaurus named Kata, while the three ninja dinosaurs are still named Dino, Dano, and Sue. Ooh, they're all very protective of him because he protected them first, and they like him better than Dr. Z. So yeah. Anywho, Seth doesn't go through a time portal when Black T-Rex is defeated. He did. Oh no, he then reveals that he kept Rex's biological parents in cryostasis because he wanted to show them that he's a great man, and because his parents were way too hard on him and expected too much out of him. And well, let's just say from when they were uh, from when they were 10, they were both very responsible. Rex's biological parents, they both had their own babysitting running empires. Well, and so, and for the first 3 years of Seth's life, they each babysat him 10 times each. Then when when he turned 3, it was revealed that they would be swapped out. Now they are expected to get along. While they have intense rivalry, it's actually misplaced crushing because when they first met, and when they started their empire, when they started their babysitting services, Rex's mom says, "Oh, for a man, you're quite good at watching kids." And then Rex's dad says, "Well, I'm better than you at raising and at watching males, while you're only better at me at watching females," which gets them both irritated with each other. But it turns out they were actually madly in love with each other. They just didn't know how to show it, and they were both tsundere about it, and especially about their accomplishments. And just so you know, Rex's parents are 10 years older than than Seth is, so they're 10 when he's born, and 16 when they start working together. And 6 months later, they fall in love. Everything you expect from a loving couple. Then they find the stone at an archaeological site. They are asked by the dinosaur spirits to help, but they misinterpreted it on being basically a time traveling Noah thing, saving them from extinction, getting a male and female of each dinosaur from each of the eras. And season 1, they get only one of the selected of each dinosaur, while All for One discreetly gets their mates, except for the two that are already lovebirds in canon. So yeah. Anywho, that's enough backstory. And that's actually where I'm going to be leaving it off. This is part 1 of What If Deku Had a Dinosaur King quirk. Like, comment, subscribe, but I'm not doing this for that. Just doing things my own way and getting my creative juices out. And yes, I said juices. Bye!